At Santiago's fish market, the wide variety of seafood is overwhelming. Almost as overwhelming as the unprecedented number of candidates to choose from in this presidential election. There are 9 of them, says this voter. They include 3 women, independents, candidates from the far left to the far right. In the lead, 2 women with a shared history. Michelle Bachelet and Evelyn Matei grew up together. Their fathers, both Air Force generals, were close friends until a military coup divided their families and Chile. One, Matei, joined the dictatorship. The other, Bachelet, died at the hands of it.
Even though we did have a childhood that we share, we represent 2 different projects of country, of society.
The former socialist president has a double-digit lead over her conservative rival. The only candidate who believes Chile does not need major reforms.
La reforma tributaria.
The new tax reform my adversary is proposing will ruin us, she told business leaders. But the demands of the street, from free quality education to a new constitution to replace the one left by the former dictatorship, have dramatically changed the nation's political agenda. Chile's current constitution does not allow the government to unilaterally call a referendum. And so, to try to prove that the public really does support a new constitution, an unprecedented movement is underway, calling for voters to mark the top right-hand corner of their ballots with the letters AC, which stand for Constitutional Assembly. Bachelet, who will almost certainly win, proposes a new constitution and higher corporate taxes to finance free education, public health and pension funds. But another candidate, Marco Enriquez Ominami, who came in a close third in the last presidential election, says Bachelet's generation of politicians won't deliver.
When she was president, she and her team blocked the vast majority of the reforms she proposes today. Why? Because her generation was traumatized by the coup. They are held back by fear of confrontation.
That's led to widespread disenchantment with Chile's political leadership. So, perhaps the biggest uncertainty is how many people will actually participate in this presidential election, in which, for the first time, voting is not mandatory. Lucia, Newman, Jazeera, Santiago.